Hey, wow, that sunshine is bright.
We are coming to you from a different view today.
Yes, we are. Let me do this. Okay, hey, happy Sunday. So once again, here we are, 3 p.m. baby, on the dot. Ryan a couple months ago said, we're never going to be late anymore, ever again. Late. And so I'm so proud of us. Here we are, 3 o'clock on the dot, coming to you from our car. Because Ryan and I had a little impromptu date, courtesy of Ryan's mom, Cindy. Thank the Lord for Cindy Hall. Our kids were like, we want to play with Hi. Funny story. A lot of you guys, if you know us, our kids have really funny nicknames for our parents. They do not call them grandma and grandpa. They call Ryan's mom Hi. And they call my mom Mom. And it tells you how literal.
Which is interesting at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, when my kids call my mom Mom and we're like shopping, I'm like, ha, grandma. Like, I'm actually their mom, not their sister. Like we're a weird family. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's get weird. So, yeah, our kids have weird nicknames for, I think the weirdest one is Hi. People don't get that one that they call Cindy, Ryan's mom, Hi. Oh, thanks, girl. Thanks, Alicia. You know what? I was thinking about this today because I posted a picture of me with my coffee because today's National Coffee Day. Best day ever. Every day in my day or in my life is National Coffee Day. I think I'm addicted. But you know what's funny is I posted a picture of myself earlier and so many people were like, your hair, which thank you everybody for the compliments, like made my day. And I was like, oh, like it just made me feel good. But I was like, oh, I'm not normal. Like, this is what I look like, right? Like, I don't have a lot of makeup on. I have like a teeny bit of eyeshadow and some mascara. I don't really have any like foundation on or anything. And I was like, oh, let's talk more about me. You guys, I'm usually in like a ponytail. And so I was like, oh, people don't usually get like, so anyways, my point of all this is it's kind of funny when we take a little bit more time to like fix ourselves up. We feel better about ourselves. That was my point, Ryan Hall.
Great point. Well done.
Let's talk to Ryan about him. Doesn't Ryan's hair look nice today? Can you guys give Ryan some love? Like, go Ryan. Give him some hearts. Ryan Hall needs some hearts. Come on, people. I'm going to wait for you.
Get it trimmed up. It's a little long.
Okay. We did not come on here to talk about our hair.
Although
what?
Although we can.
Oh, we could, because guess what?
Maybe I should grow the long
Thank
back.
you, Heather Jones, with your love. I knew it would come from you, girlfriend.
Thank you, Heather. Yes.
Okay, so we have a couple funny little topics. So let's start shallow. Shall we start shallow and then we can go deep?
Let's go deep.
So I was kind of nervous to talk about this. I kind of gave a little teaser to it, something that I was going to try and something that I was going to do. Because you guys, to tell you the honest to God truth, I'm kind of worried of what people are going to think of me, but I know so many people that do this. But it was like a science experiment to me. A couple weeks ago, I got Botox in my forehead.
I'm surprised.
You guys, look at, okay. I'm going to get really close to the camera. Okay, look, there's no lines in my forehead anymore. Look, like normally there'd be like 3 lines here. They're not there anymore, and I'm trying to raise my eyebrows. So I did this as an experiment because I did have some lines in my forehead that were kind of bothering me, to be totally honest. And you know what? Here's my thing. If I talk about this and you have a problem with it, that's about you. It's not about me. So if you want to judge me, go for it, but that's about you. Disclaimer. Sorry if that sounds tough, but I wanted to try it out, and you know what? I absolutely love it. So if anybody has questions about it, let me know. Yeah, and I just thought I want to see what it does. I want to see how it feels because I've never even entertained the idea, and they say it's great for prevention. So I wanted to try it, and I did. So that was me making my decisions for my life. Ryan was actually there with me. What'd you think about it?
Go for it.
Ryan was like, I go, should I try it? And then I asked him, I go, do you want to do it? And he goes, no, I'm okay. But hey.
But now that I've seen the results, maybe I need to get a little of this.
Maybe Ryan's going to get a little Botox.
Maybe next couple videos you'll see me. I'll look like
Ryan will be this.
I'll look surprised. A little pulled back.
So there's that. Okay. Now let's get a little bit deeper, because that is super shallow. And you know what? That's okay. We have all depths of our life. So we have been talking about, you guys were still going super strong on the not eating out. We actually found out that not eating out today, when we normally would have, we were thinking about it, probably saved us like 30 or 40 bucks today. At least 30 or 40 dollars that it saved us, because we went to Albany, Costco, and like, who doesn't love Hasty Freeze?
Yes.
Freaking bomb.
The best.
The best. So we were like, we would have gone there. That would have been like 25 bucks. I kind of wanted to get a second coffee, and I tried to even use the excuse that it's National Coffee Day, and he wasn't going for it.
I vetoed that.
Yeah, but you guys know what's funny is because I told him, I go, well, I'm not ready to go home yet. Like, I just wanted to like elongate like our date. And I was like, we could go to the coffee shop and talk. He's like, well, I didn't know you wanted to do that. But it was funny because it wasn't even about buying a coffee. It was just like the experience. I want to go sit with Ryan in a coffee shop, talk a little bit. But instead we just drove, and we were like, hey, let's pull over. We're actually looking out over the Willamette River. It's beautiful. Because we weren't going to be home in time to do this video. So we are still doing awesome on eating out. We are trying to figure out what our goal is going to be for October. You know what we want to give up. Ryan, a couple months ago, well, it was actually this summer. You want to talk about what you gave up?
Well, it was at our book club, and we were talking about just changing one habit, right?
Giving something up for 30 days.
Yeah, giving one thing up for 30 days. So I decided with Tyler Forshey, my boy, and we were like, let's give up energy drinks, because he was drinking them too. And
every day, right? Like every day.
Yeah.
I get Ryan a sugar-free Rebel from Dutch Brothers. It was $3.75. And how long has it been since you had one?
When is our book club?
It was
June?
probably in
July?
June. Yeah. So you guys.
And the funny thing is, I don't even think about it. Now,
doesn't even miss it.
We still go to Dutch Brothers. I get a giant water. Right?
I get a coffee and a water.
Yeah, National Coffee Day.
So, yeah. So Ryan just decided he's not going to drink energy drinks anymore. That's like $120 a month, right? That's not going out anymore. And, but you guys, here's the interesting thing with that is that our spending, so the things that we're buying is one thing, but the spending habits actually are another. So most people would assume, oh great, we have 120 extra dollars in our bank account because we're not buying energy drinks anymore for Ryan. But what's funny is we still have the habit to spend the money. So if you're really trying to save money, you need to look at if that money's going somewhere else, like Botox. So that is just something to think about, that just because you're getting rid of one item, it doesn't mean that you're still not having that habit of spending the money every day. So you just kind of got to watch that a little bit. It's something we've really been working on. So we are going to continue eating out, not eating out. I mean, like fast food things. We are giving ourselves a little bit of leeway. Like we want to go to dinner with friends, you know, coaches, business partners, things like that, where it's a very intentional meal. We are down for that. So, yeah, but we're not going to do fast food in restaurants and just like convenient stuff, because that doesn't serve our health. It's not serving our bank account. It's not healthy for our kids.
It's not teaching good habits to our kids.
Yeah. So we are working on that. We're going to continue that. But now we're like, well, we did that, and I honestly wasn't sure we would be able to, but now I have the confidence that we can do that. So we're kind of trying to decide what our next goal is going to be. Do you have
I'm going sugar-free. And by sugar-free, I mean, like, no candy.
No desserts.
Yeah, no candy, no, like, Ava wanted to bake cookies today. She's like, Mommy, I really want to bake cookies. 2 years ago, be like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'd eat, like, all 3 dozen.
Make a double batch, because the first half is going to go to...
right now with like a big glass of milk. Yeah, you guys, that used to be our habits on Sundays. I bake cookies every Sunday.
That's a
no
great
wonder
habit.
I was 20 pounds overweight. Like for real, Ryan stayed the same and I just like was not. So anyways, Ryan's giving up desserts, cookies, candy, all of that stuff. What a great month to give that up. Halloween season, candies everywhere.
Yeah, that's not a coincidence.
So yeah, he's not doing it.
Have a few friends joining me too. Actually, I think it was probably Jared's idea.
Jared Dickerson.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, that's
J-Dick
actually
911.
shows you the power of community. When you band together with people to do something, it's way easier. You guys, I would not probably have been as strong with like not getting a second coffee today or eating out. I would have just done it because I wanted to. And if I didn't have Ryan holding me accountable, I probably would have failed by now. So it's really important to surround ourselves with people that have our best interest. Mm-hmm. How many of you had been surrounded by people who want to sabotage you? Not in a mean, hateful way, but they're just, Like, oh, just do what you want to do. Oh, why do you need to lose weight? Well, why are you working out all the time? You don't need to do that. It's like, what do you care what I'm doing? Back off, baby. That's the new attitude I'm going with. Like, I'm doing what I'm doing. Unless it's a goal that I told Ryan I wanted, and then he's keeping me accountable to what I said I wanted. That's totally different. Okay. Now, we were having a conversation in the car on the way home. It was very interesting. And we've been talking a lot about like finances and stuff. And we were talking about, well, let's first start with the stories that we make up. So how many of you guys, we are so guilty of this. It's just an interesting observation.
I think it's just human nature.
Human nature. Like say, think about like a close relationship in your life, like your best friend, and say she's married. You probably think you really know a lot about their marriage. But do you actually, or is it just the story that you're assuming you know from like little observations? And then what happens is when we observe things, we see them as we are, not as it actually is. And so we can make up all these stories about things, and then sometimes that can affect us negatively if we get really involved in other people's stuff, or we're
which is make believe.
And it's just interesting. So I'm curious, do you guys have you done that? I'm guessing you have, because I know I do it all the time. Or like you see like a situation, you just observe one tiny little speck into somebody's life, and then you think you know all about it. Like, oh, they were fighting, they must hate each other,
like
they've got a horrible marriage.
Like a mom at the grocery store, and the kids are acting up, and they're like, oh, I would never.
Oh yeah.
How dare she?
Yeah.
She doesn't even know. She doesn't, And it's like, who knows if she had a terrible day? Who knows what goes on?
Yeah, who knows what goes on? Yeah.
But it's these make-believe stories.
Maybe she needs a coffee. Don't judge her.
The second one.
That she needs a second coffee. She needs a second coffee of the day.
But we're trying to work towards eliminating, you know what? National Coffee Day or not. No coffee.
No more coffee. And I'm this peppy without a second coffee. Look at that. Okay.
But we're trying to free up mental space for what we want to focus on, not this make-believe scenarios that are a total waste of time, energy, mental space.
Oh, I think I just thought of one. Okay, you ready for this? How many of you read a text message in a certain tone of voice and then you're totally mad about it? You're like, I'm offended. That was short. That was rude. But it was like just some words that maybe the person just like typed out, and you just like made up this whole story about why this person was rude to you. And now you've got this whole drama going on in your head, and it's like making you sick to your stomach. But then if you actually like really got down to the nitty gritty of the situation, the person on the other end would be like, oh no, I was just trying to, like, my kids were fighting and I was trying to make dinner, and so I just got right back to you really quick. Totally didn't mean to come across like short. Right? But
and think of all that energy.
Think of all that energy.
Wasted.
Total waste of energy. Yep, total waste. Okay, so curious about that. Feedback on that. Seriously, just something to think about. Where's your energy going? Because what we feed energetically is what's going to grow in our life. So that's a whole nother thing. Okay, we hit Costco today. I've been there twice this week. Kudos to me. We actually, you guys, PSA to all the parents, aunties, uncles, grandparents, they have awesome toys right now that last year I was like, ooh, I'm going to save that idea for Christmas. And then by the time I did my Christmas shopping, like in November, which I'm an early Christmas shopper, they were gone. And I was like, where was that awesome Christmas present that I was going to get for Rory? And then it wasn't there. So today we got, I think, Rory 3 things and Ava 2. And you guys, the stuff's like $19.99 a piece. Like, go to Costco and get your kids Christmas presents. They have awesome dolls. They have all this cool boy stuff, a tool set for little guys with the like tool kit. It's really cool. So we got some awesome Christmas presents today. And then I told Ryan, where are we going to put them? Because our kids are sneaky. They might find this stuff. Maybe
Rory's like a detective.
I know. It'd almost be better to hide them in their room somewhere, because they don't clean that. They're not looking around in there. That's a joke. I seriously think a black bag in the attic. Yeah, but we have to remember that we put them up there. Right?
Got it.
Okay. So, let's wrap up with this. I wrote out some ideas, so we weren't totally like not scatterbrained. So Ryan and I have been very focused on some specific goals that we have over the last couple of days. And do you know what's funny? Is when you decide what you want, you focus on it. Because, so say there's something that you desire. I'm trying to think of what it is. I don't know. Sorry.
Just a goal in your
Just
life.
a goal. Just a goal. Yeah. So say like, let's take like a 10K. Say you're signed up for that. Well, as that, like something with a date, it has to have a date that you want to achieve it by. So say if you sign up for that and then you're like, not really training, and now you're like maybe a month out, you're like, I'm going to get focused on the work that I need to do to make that goal happen, right? So it's like the thermostat principle. Ryan knows so much more about this, but it's like the thermostat, like your internal thermostat just turns up, and then you get into like massive action towards that goal. So you would get into a really good training schedule, and you would be pushing yourself, and you would be making it happen, maybe more so than you would, earlier, but now the pressure's on, right? And so our goal is to start focusing early in keeping action towards what we want. And so we don't feel pressured as like our date, like our end date of that goal comes up. I don't know. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
It is?
Don't
That's
put
good.
things off till the last minute. And the way our brains work, if we have an end date, then we know, like you said, the 10K, say it's going to be the 20th of November. People are like, oh, I have time. Then it's like the 1st of November, and you're like, oh, I got to get my act together and start running.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to challenge you guys to think about something that you want to do. What's a goal? Whether it's a relationship goal, a parenting goal, an income goal, something with your business, with your personal health. Yeah, physical. Ryan and I have not been focused on our health. I've been running and trying to figure out, okay, what should I be eating when I'm running, and blah, blah, blah. You guys, that's why I honestly love our program so much, is because it's so easy. When I have to think about extra food, adding food, what should I eat, macros, blah, 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 my brain goes, to the details. I don't want to be involved in all those details. I just want somebody to figure it out for me. So, that's why I love our program so much, is because it is simple and easy to follow. So Ryan and I, actually, we are on day 3 of hopping back on plan, and it's going really well. I feel so good. My pants are like fitting better just in the matter since Friday, which is awesome. Ryan is down a couple pounds. Cool. Men are awesome. How about great. Yeah. You want to feel good about yourself, lose weight with a guy. They have more lean muscle mass than women do, so they lose it faster. That's just how that goes. But yeah, I have talked about this, actually, you guys. I have talked about this. I talked about it on a video the other day on my timeline. I lost 20 pounds with our program in about 6 weeks, and then I maintained it. I've been maintaining really great, but sometimes we go through seasons of life where you just get busy, and like we were talking about, easy eating out, convenient, because we lacked to plan. And then what happens is over time that scale can creep up a little bit, and I have put a little bit of weight back on, and I'm not unhappy with myself, but I'm not unhappy with how I look, but I was like, my body doesn't feel that good with the food I've been eating. And so I was like, you know what? I want to dial it in, get that inflammation down in my body, and just start feeling better. And so we've gathered friends, clients, people like, who wants to do this with us? Who was, this is the best season. I think a fall is almost a fresh start. Letting things go. That's what we see the trees do. They let their leaves go. And we move into a new season. And so we are moving into a new season with lots of people around us. And if you're looking for a community to do that with, you guys reach out, because we love partnering with people to create better health in their life, better finances, better relationships, better community. I wasn't even going to mean to go off on that topic, but that just happened. But that's just something personal that we are doing right now, is we are diving back into our health. Right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So that's what's new with us, friends. Wow, we've been talking to you for a while. Hope you enjoyed it. So as you guys know, every Sunday at 3 p.m. we are coming to you on my personal Facebook. Ryan Hall is always tagged in it too, so you can get it on both timelines. And these are uploaded to YouTube after we are done. So our YouTube channel is called Styling Your Life with Britt and Ryan. And we love just coming to you about random topics that are going on. And you guys, we are always going to tell you the truth about what's going on with our life. That's why I told you about getting Botox in my forehead a couple weeks ago. And you know what? I'm going to do it again. So if you don't like it, tough. It's my forehead. But you know what? So many people have been like, I've been curious about that. What was it like? So you know what? Let's not be afraid of what other people think about us, because I'm here. I mean, not about Botox. I'm not being like a advocate for it. But I want you to feel good in your skin. I want you to feel good in your life. And if me talking about something I'm going through gives you permission to step up and own your life, then hey, I'm going to talk about it and I don't care who's going to judge me. So, with that, Ryan Hall.
You do you, friends. And
Yeah.
don't worry about what other people think, what they might say. White noise. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Focus on what you want.
Yeah. Because do you know what? One thing, this is the last thing, I keep talking, that I can say is for maybe one person that's judged us, there's been 10 that have been cheering us on.
Definitely.
But sometimes we focus on that one, and that can be tough. And then we create that story. Let's focus on the 10 that are cheering us on. And if you don't have a community of people that are cheering you on, you know what? I'm going to say, bye. Find a new community. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think we should go home and relieve your mother of our children.
Let's go talk to our kids.
Let's go talk to our kids. We love our kids, but sometimes you need a break from them. So I'm going to flip the camera around real quick and just show you where we are. Yay, the beautiful Willamette River. And you guys, check this out. It's a new Independence, Oregon hotel.
You need to check that out. I think they have they got a whole situation up there.
They've got a whole situation. They have a rooftop bar. So anyways, we are down at the river. And we will be talking to you next week. You'll probably see us this week. But as far as this, how was your day, honey? That's every Sunday at 3. All right? Have a great week. Reach out if you have comments, questions, advice, something you'd love to hear from us. We are thinking about diving into some relationship stuff in October.
Ooh.
Get ready for that. All right?
Nice.
Bye.